Welcome back to another edition of Laying It Down. It is September 3rd, episode 34, joined by Scout and Sloth. We are 7 days away from kickoff. What's going on?
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Who's that? Bart Scott? Am I wrong with that?
Yeah, Bart Scott.
What? Yeah, nailed it.
I don't know, man.
Big news in the
Put your
NFL.
NFL history up, Kyle. Jesus, it was a great post-game interview. And you even watch sports? Come on.
No, not a sports guy.
Fournette, released a couple days ago, goes to retirement home with Brady, McCoy, Gronk, Ronald Jones. If you're in a fantasy league and you already drafted Ronald Jones, probably a 6th, 7th round pick?
Yeah, what a waste.
No, I think you're still feeling okay.
You think so? You think they'll split it?
I think Fournette's just going to be goal line. I mean, that kind of sucks fantasy-wise. He might take some touchdowns out of the way, but I don't see Fournette really becoming the main back.
Oh, yeah, but that means he's taking away the most important touches for Ronald Jones's fantasy season.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm Leonard Fournette, I'm out on completely. So,
where do you think he goes in draft?
Fournette, undrafted.
What? Undrafted?
You wouldn't take him in the 12th round if he fell that far?
What in a PPR league? What kind of value does he have? Honestly,
More than Ronald Jones.
I think he might go top. I think he might go 8th, between 8 and 10.
Let me see what his ECR is.
Has it even?
well,
can
it's
they
just changed
update
now.
it
That doesn't.
fast?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, they update it that fast.
I personally am
I
not
don't
reaching
think
for him.
He has no value unless he gets touchdowns. He has no value. He's not going to get passes. He has no value at all.
I mean, if
Unless
they
he gets
use
goal line touches, and we'll see if he gets goal line touches. But how are you going to get goal line touches when you have Tom Brady with Gronk and Mike Evans too? So that means they can also throw the ball. They're not going to just keep giving it to him to get 1 yard and fall down, unless they're literally on the one. I highly doubt they're just going to keep giving it to him. I would rather just Brady throw a fucking fade up to Gronk or Evans. I think that's a better high percentage play than Fournette getting the ball.
1 year, $3 million, taking a short trip from Tampa to Jacksonville, staying in Florida. So I don't think this puts them over the edge in the NFC South.
I think it's a nice handicap for him or handcuff for him, but
Yeah,
that's about
we'll
it.
see.
I don't think it's a really blockbuster move for them. I think Fournette's best days are significantly behind him.
I think it's time to call this pick by the Jags a bust. He was there for 4 years? They decided that Bortles was the guy, passed up on Watson, Mahomes, all those guys, and they don't even get anything in return for the guy. Clears waivers.
Didn't even trade him.
Yep. So
Tags has him as RB39.
who does that put him around? What type of backs? 39? Is that
So 39
Breida?
is Breida's 34.
Okay, so around there.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's standard scoring. I'm sorry. PPR scoring, RB ranking is 43.
Damn. Okay, so he's not going to be – I think someone in our
Too
draft will
low.
reach for him.
He is with the likes of Antonio Gibson, Duke Johnson, Marlon Mack.
Ugh,
Well, I love me some Duke Johnson, so
that's gross. That's gross. But, at that point, yeah, you might take Fournette because he's, so much better than the others.
is he though? I mean, I think he was, but I don't know if he still is.
I think he is. Maybe I'm talking
I don't
myself
think I
into
know.
it. I don't know.
Go ahead, take him in round 6.
We'll see on Saturday.
So I don't think they've updated Ronald Jones's stock because the last thing was 11 hours ago, and this happened today, right? Leonard Fournette.
Yep.
So they haven't updated Ronald Jones's fantasy, and he was at 30. He was already low as it is. So
Yeah.
I don't see how he's in the top 40 after this signing. Because I know people were worried when McCoy came in.
Right. Yeah, that backfield. I think they're all gonna get some sort of snaps with the new draftee in Keyshawn Vaughn, who's more of like the receiving type guy, rookie speedster. And then they have like the Garrett Blunt type now is Fournette, right? So Brady's had experience with a ton of backs at once. So it'll be interesting. But I'm surprised the Jets didn't go for him, because it seems like the Jets are, or more Adam Gase is, collect all the running backs you can, even though you have one of the best. But we'll see.
I did not see him signing with the Bucs. That was very surprising.
No, the rumors earlier today was Patriots and Bills.
That's what I saw. Yeah, Patriots would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been. And
now we probably won't even see him.
Yeah,
or he'll split work, or who knows? Maybe he'll be like in shape and not a fat Leonard Fournette. Maybe, who knows?
If he can pass block, Bruce Arians is gonna.
He'll be on the field.
So I don't know. I'm more optimistic than seems like Sloth is, but
yeah, I mean when teams have three-headed running backs, and they're going to just be cycling them in and out, and I don't think Fournette ever sees the field on a throwing play, and I don't think he ever is going to really have that many catches with McCoy and Jones. I think that they're probably going to be the receiving backs. I just don't see any value in PPR. Then you're just banking on touchdowns, and I think they just have so many options.
Leonard Fournette not in the Sloth binder this year. Confirmed.
Never was.
I'm talking myself into him.
Dude, if at RB 40,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
You're drafting him around
Yeah.
guys who are like Duke Johnson, Marlon Mack. I mean,
if he's going in the 15th round, give me every Leonard Fournette I can get.
I would take DeAndre Swift before.
Yeah, you should. He's going way higher than that.
Even
like he's going like where Darrell Henderson's going. I mean, come on. I want Fournette 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
And
someone's
that range.
going to take him a couple rounds.
I mean, I'd rather take Boston Scott as the Eagles' backup than Leonard Fournette.
That's fine in PPR. I wouldn't argue with that.
He's lower than that. I mean, Boston Scott's running back 47 right now. I'd rather take an actual backup than Fournette.
Okay.
I'm giving you away fucking secrets, but there you go.
Not really.
Yeah, it's what it is.
You're going to take Boston Scott over Leonard Fournette? I don't know if that's a big secret. That doesn't mean you're high on Boston Scott. That just means you hate Leonard Fournette.
In other running back news, Alvin Kamara all of a sudden it's been reported that he's been sitting out the last couple practices, showed up to practice Wednesday. There was rumors he wanted to be traded. That has since cooled off, and he spoke with Sean Payton. So it looks like Kamara's going to get a deal. Mixon got a deal. Fournette got signed. So I'm assuming Alvin Kamara will be with the Saints week 1. Do you agree?
Sorry.
Kamara's going to get signed. I mean.
Put it this way. If he is still if nothing has changed with his contract, and you are going into your draft on Saturday, does that affect if you're in like the 3, 4, 5 spot, do you still draft Kamara or are you going to go somewhere else?
Well, I've had some unlucky history with drafting people with contract disputes, aka Le'Veon Bell at pick 2. So I don't know, but I feel like Kamara definitely plays this year. I mean, he was out in the practice field, or wasn't
today?
I saw some. Yeah. So he's not a full
with Sean Payton.
Yeah, he's not a full holdout, and I don't feel like that team. I think that team knows that their championship window is getting smaller and smaller with every year that Drew Brees comes back.
Yep.
So I think that they're gonna figure out something. They'll pay him somehow or whatever. They'll make him feel good. So no. And Don't they have Latavius Murray too, who stepped in before and was fine? So I don't know. I think the
That's
Saints
what I
will be
mean.
okay.
Why even pay him?
Well,
You
I
have
think
one of the
Kamara's
best backups in the game.
Yeah, but I think Kamara is a game breaker, especially in the passing game. That Latavius Murray's not.
Oh, you didn't like signing running backs to big deals.
I don't, but he's kind of like a poor man's Christian McCaffrey in the sense that he
He's a
can
dual
take over
threat,
a game. Yeah.
And
they can afford to pay him because they don't have to pay a quarterback. As soon as Breeze retires, they're going to have to draft a quarterback, and they might as well have money in other positions.
They got their future already.
They're going to lock him up,
baby. Lock him up.
5 years, $100 million, Jameis next year.
I love
Jameis?
that call.
Yeah.
Love
That's
that
true.
call.
I forgot about the Jameis signing. Yeah. I mean, if they do that, then they got a chance.
New pair of eyes. I think he's locked and loaded in New Orleans. But this makes – if I have the 4th overall pick, I want to trade back or I want to die because having the 4th pick this year, like you were like, okay, I'm taking Kamara or Zeke probably. That's what you're thinking, right, at number 4? But now Kamara is – unless he gets signed by Sunday, I don't know if I can take him.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I got burned last year. I took Antonio Brown first round. Obviously, that did not work out. So maybe he falls if he's still hasn't been signed. He falls back in the draft. Someone gets a steal. We'll see. I woke up today to an all-time quote from Mr. Kirk Cousins. I think it was SportsCenter or someone. They just tweeted like the picture of him, and it said all it said in quotes was, "If I die, I die." It's like, Kirk, this isn't like you, buddy.
Ultimate football guy quote right there.
Turns out it was what the media does, and they took a snippet out of an interview earlier in July, basically saying he's come to terms with the Rona, and if he gets it, if he dies, he dies. So big news story on Wednesday in the sports world, but
he tried to clarify those comments a little bit, but yeah, it's a great quote. He's going out there just trying to.
It's really all
trying
time.
to win, I guess it's all time because you don't expect it. Coming from him is even more surprising. That's
right.
The craziest thing. If you did a blind quote test of, okay, what quarterback said this? I think I'm going like Cam Newton maybe first, like somebody.
I was going to go Vontaze Burfict or someone.
I was right. You got to pick a quarterback. Pick a quarterback to say it. But definitely not him.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That would be a
good
Gardner one for sure. I like that. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, also good. He plays like that.
Yeah.
If I get a concussion, I get a concussion.
But I love that. I love that quote. A lot of people didn't like it though, but that's not a surprise.
Yeah, people were
like it because of the pandemic
and,
or whatever. But
yeah.
I think it's just he was just saying whatever. It's not like he's still taking the necessary precautions. Like it's not like he's not wearing a mask or whatever around this thing. Like it's just more so saying like football is his number one priority. I guess is kind of how he was.
It was just a more extreme version of saying, if I get it, I get it.
Yeah. And shout out BK. Chill out, bro. We're trying to record, and he's just hammering us with when we're drafting for Madden. Like, we're going to get it figured out right now. So, BK,
take it easy.
If you're listening, just chill out, dude.
Take it easy, man.
Can we shout out Jay's 40?
Yeah.
6 points. I think I'm pretty sure it was a 6.72 unofficially the first attempt, and then he did run it again. I think he got 6.56.
So for the people that don't know, in the FFB, if you come in last, we've implemented this thanks to Sloth's idea. If you lose, come in last place, you got to create a combine video, 40-yard dash, some throwing, broad jump, that stuff. There was no bench press, so must have tiny pectorals.
It was a lackluster video, to say the least.
There was a lot of NFL clips and not enough of Jeremy Collins clips. We would have loved to seen some more of you trying to do the athletic ability and actually have your results up on the screen. Seems like you cut it a little bit short to maybe not show us your full athletic ability. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a building block. And we speculated last podcast. Derwin James, it's true. He's done for the year again. It's a shame. Dude's a monster. And these kind of stuff, man, I don't know if you come back the same type of player. So
it's going
that
to be
sucks.
2 full years out for him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be a completely different guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
So.
I think.
And more bummer news. The Mohamed Sanu, I don't know if it's bummer, but he was traded from the Falcons to the Patriots last year for a second-round pick. Did nothing, and they cut him today. That pick by the Falcons was then used to trade for Hayden Hurst. Fun fact. So I would say the Atlanta Falcons are clear winners there.
Clear.
Because he's going to ball out in Atlanta. So, yeah. All right. We'll do Hard Knocks recap. What was it, episode 4?
Mm-hmm.
Just with everything going on, it's not just like everything in the world. Nothing's been the same this year. That carries over to Hard Knocks. Got the raw reaction from Sean McVay with the Jacob Blake shooting. And then kind of got literally a behind-the-scenes look at those talks in the locker room that you've all heard about and seen on TV that these players are doing. So, tough to watch episode. Not much fun. Not much football. Mike Williams got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Kind of a bummer episode. But what did you think?
It started off with Sean McVay right away, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, so it's going to be this type of episode. It wasn't. It unfortunately wasn't the episode I was hoping for, but I understand why they had to do it because Hard Knocks it's basically reality TV. Like it's it's all live, and this is what was going on when they were filming. So, I mean, if they're not going to practice or whatever, the Hard Knocks had to show it.
Yeah.
I thought they did a pretty good job with filming everything, getting kind of behind the scenes stuff and different player opinions, different things like that. So, I mean, it was, what we're seeing from all the other major leagues as well. I feel like we kind of got an inside scoop about what's going on in the locker room. So
I shouldn't say it wasn't a bummer episode. It was maybe something we needed to watch. But
it's just an uncomfortable, like they all said it was uncomfortable conversations, uncomfortable, TV, but it's something that everybody should take seriously.
Yep. So the stadium looks sick though on the bright side. So that's
they giving you guys like a time lapse of the stadium being built yet or what?
They haven't done that, which I'm like that's the one, like you got to do it because the issue is it's been going on for so long.
Come on, figure it out.
Yeah, no, I'm with
you. The time lapses of the NBA stadiums going into the NHL.
Yeah,
that's what you live for.
They could have.
We're getting deprived of that because the hockey and basketball aren't playing in the same spot. So we need a stadium build time lapse. I need it.
Could have at least time lapse like the big scoreboard thing going up because it's unbelievable. Like
it's really cool.
They told Jerry Jones and the Cowboys like, hold my beer, watch this
for sure.
And it's unbelievable. So,
do you think we'll see Derwin James get hurt next episode?
Like you said, I think they have to.
Because they showed Mike Williams separate his shoulder or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be super sad if they like really get into it because he just gets done rehabbing, like feeling good, and then I don't know.
Oh, so a football clip actually when the Rams were talking about the rookie receiver who was showing promise or whatever, Von Jefferson or whatever.
Yep.
So they were showing clips of him doing good, like making good cuts, good catches, blah, blah, blah. And then right when they're done praising him, they show him going up against Jalen Ramsey and just getting completely shut down. Like couldn't even get off the line of scrimmage. And I mean, it just goes to show you the level of competition and like how far he has to go because he's playing against second, third stringers or whatever, and he's doing great. But then when he sees elite competition or elite one of the best corners in the game, I was cracking up watching. I'm like,
Yeah.
they fucking praising this kid, and then he just gets cuffed by Jalen Ramsey.
And Jalen Ramsey had a pick six, like from end zone to end zone, and Aaron Donald was running stride for stride with him, which
Aaron Donald is
That should be illegal.
he's not human.
no, he should.
That should be illegal.
Yeah,
He's really not human.
I feel like
how far behind do we think Fletcher Cox is behind Aaron Donald now? Because I feel like at one point there was like a little bit of competition of like who's the best D tackle, and now I
Right
feel
now,
like Fletcher Cox
I don't even
has
think it's
fallen
close.
off the face of the planet.
it's not
I
close.
don't want to
Yeah.
say Fletcher's fallen off the face of the earth. I just think Aaron Donald is that good. Like there's no one close to him.
So if you're tiering defensive tackles, it's Aaron Donald tier 1, the Aaron Donald tier, and then
I think
everybody else.
I think it's Aaron Donald tier, and then you could go tier 1.
Yeah, it's not even close.
It's really
even
not.
close.
No, I just brought up because Philly radio, what we listened to, like there was talks years ago about them, being 1-2 and Fletcher kind of being up, not at his level or better than him, but
Well, 2
closer
years
than
ago
now.
Fletcher was amazing. Last
Yeah.
year he was playing through injury a lot, so I don't know. Hopefully
It
he'll
just
get
seems
back
like-
to an elite level, because
Yeah,
I
it
think
just
he
seems
still
that
could
Aaron
be
Donald
elite.
is-
But
Right. It just seems that Aaron Donald's just every year adding something else to his game and just becoming more and more unstoppable.
bro, like head and shoulders. I've never seen Fletcher Cox like shirtless, but he doesn't there's no way he looks like Aaron Donald.
No.
Like Fletcher Cox is probably like your prototypical he's looks fat but he's not fat.
Yeah.
Like that's how I think of Fletcher Cox, and Aaron Donald is the opposite. Just absolutely shredded.
They're also on different trajectories in their career too, right? Like Cox is going down and Donald's going up. So if I'm Cox, I'm happy to still be in that conversation at
Right.
whatever age he is. So anything else Hard Knocks related? Last
I
episode.
want to see more Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Last episode is next week. So that's it.
Is there only 5 episodes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So, because then it's the real deal. Real season's going.
They did the Chargers. They did the running backs jumping over the bags, jumping into the goal line.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler cleared. He jumped over bags that were taller than him.
Mm-hmm. He's
So
5'10".
Austin Eckler's is he 5'10"? I thought he was a little shorter, but so he's 5'10". So they put probably 6 foot height over bags, like jumping over the goal line, and he was the only one to do it. 5 bags.
That's like he's the who's that old Bulls player? The small little guy that could dunk.
Spud Webb.
No. More so our generation.
Nate Robinson.
Oh,
yeah,
Nate
there you
Robinson.
go. Thank you.
It was
Tip of my tongue.
It was really funny too because they had the backup running backs doing it, and they were like struggling to clear 3. And then Eckler comes over when they put the 4th bag up, and he was like, "Yo, we did 5 last year." And then Anthony Lynn's like, "Okay," puts the 5th one up, and he clears it with ease. And the other backs just jumped right through the 5th bag.
He's a freak.
I was impressed.
And they showed the LT, all the LT jumps.
Yep.
He was my favorite player growing up.
Dude, I can't believe he didn't it was landing on his head and his shoulder and stuff. I can't believe he just got right back up.
Yeah.
He was like, that's some LT stuff right there.
They said that was the record. LT's record was 5 or something. So I guess they do that with the Chargers, but pretty cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good one to finish it off. Segments. We got one. What's your fantasy? So, Scout, tell us about your new league that you hit the jackpot on, I guess. And does it lead to any? Is there what's the prize?
So they haven't really.
Back up. Tell us how you got into this.
So backdrop. So we reference Fantasy Pros a lot here on the podcast. Shout out to those guys. They posted a tweet a couple days ago saying they're going to do a fantasy listener league. So one of their hosts, Tags, does a primer where he writes about each week of the season, 1 to 17, and playoffs. So you had to guess how many words were written in the primer. Whoever was closest got in the league. So there was 10 spots available to the listeners, and then Tags, Yates, Dan, and somebody else are also in it. So it's a 14-team league. So I did some investigative work, and somebody put out, it was either 15,000 or 30,000 an episode, or I'm sorry, a week, words written. So whatever the number was, I multiplied it by 7, and then I did like half that, a quarter that, and like some type of percentage, and I got 550,000 words. So that was my guess, 550. The actual number was 547,200. So I was 2,800 off. So
Damn.
So I pretty much nailed it. So they DM'd me or whatever, and they tweeted out all the names or whatever. So I was up. It was like 9:30, and I'm like, holy shit! Like I got it right. I'm in the league, whatever. So it was a pretty cool feeling. They haven't really specified any prizes or anything like that, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume if you win, you got to get something. I'd assume. I don't know. I'm not in it. I need a prize or whatever. But so I'm going up against Tags, Dan, and Yates. So it should be fun. I draft this Friday at 7, I think, or I don't know what time. So maybe if we're all together.
There.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we could do a little laying it down draft. If it's at 7, they've changed it once or twice because there's people from like London and Germany that they had it at whatever time they originally had it at. The London people were drafting at like 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. So they changed the time. So I want to say they changed it to 4.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. So the league is 14 teams, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and 2 flex.
It's a lot of players.
Defense, no kicker.
Great
14 teams.
Oh, shut it, Woody. You need a kicker. It's called football for a reason.
With 3, with that many positions, I did a Draft Wizards simulation draft. There's nobody, no players in the last couple rounds. Hold on, let me see if I can find. I think I only did 1, so it should be my last one.
While you're looking
Show
up that,
you my last. I had Benny Snell, Randall Cobb, Corey Davis were my last 3 picks. They're not getting drafted anywhere.
No. Damn.
I had Jordan Howard and Deontay Johnson are my starting flex options.
I mean, Deontay Johnson could be something.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, he's there without a doubt is in my flex spot. That's how. You're hoping he's maybe your wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5, which he is. He's my wide receiver 4.
Yeah.
But to start this league's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never done a 14-team league and with this many players, so it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Just happy I was, close on my guess.
Yeah. So like we mentioned, our draft is on Saturday. So we're going to do a little preview, what to expect, what we think is going to happen. My brother is coming off a championship, knocking off Carl, who's in the champion 2 years in a row. We mentioned him last episode, how he was 6-1 last year, feeling real good for the 3-peat, and then lost it all. So
blew it.
We'll see. Is there any chance Corey repeats?
No.
Because he has a sneaky, best record in our league.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't repeat. Hot take, Corey doesn't make the playoffs.
Ooh.
Yeah, Woody, but your record is second best, and you've never even made the championship game. So
I don't think Corey's hungry enough anymore.
You think he's good?
Yeah, he's good.
Belly's full?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think we saw this with He Who Shall Not Be Named and Corey when they both won. Neither of they never got injuries.
Yeah.
And Corey picked up Devontae Parker, and he didn't even need Devontae Parker. So
Yeah, he did against me in that fucking playoff game because if he didn't, I fucking had him. I fucking had him. I should have. We're not going to get into it, but I had him. I fucking had him.
So I think from a depth perspective, I think that's going to be a concern this year for a lot of teams. And especially Corey, I don't think he drafts good depth.
Team management's going to be big this year too.
Yeah,
more than ever.
And there's a lot of, let's just say, okay GMs.
It's going to be interesting, and I really hope, like, what if a game is like postponed? Like, how do you like even deal with that? So it's going to be a lot of unknowns this year. But everybody should know that going in. I'll address it before we draft. Like, you control what you can control, and we'll see. But so it is live. The draft is live, which means we are together. It means alcohol will be flowing. Who is it unanimous? Who is the most drunk at the draft?
I think it's without question Jeremy Collins.
Yeah, easy. Jay always the drunkest team.
Question.
Takes Justin Tucker in round 7. It's the writing's on the wall.
Guys, who wants a shotgun? But right when we get there, no, without question, he's going to have the drunkest team.
So he'll be there a little late. So I feel like it could be someone who is there at like 2.
Okay.
Just, wants to get it going.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely a sleeper pick for drunkest, but I come most prepared, so I won't have the drunkest team.
Got it.
Well, you could be the drunkest drafter though.
Yeah, I'm not asking who has the worst team. I'm just saying who's going to be the drunkest drafter.
Drunkest, I still say Jay, but that's a good point. We will be there before him, so it'll be us 3, Carl, Corey, and Max, right? I don't know if anybody else.
I think it might be
really.
Corey. Coming off championship, he's going to get handed the trophy.
Oh, okay.
21, right? First year of age.
Yeah, he likes to try and pound those Yinglings. So.
Ooh, okay.
God.
That's
might
my
have.
pick.
You're switching up.
I'm taking Corey as my drunkest.
I like that as a sleeper. I'm going with Jay.
Jay is a habitual. I got to catch up though. Even though if we're like 3 beers deep, he'll shotgun 5 just to be like, I got to catch up.
Jay is the heavy favorite. I'm going to take Corey with the plus money.
You got good odds there.
Yeah.
Good odds there, Woody.
So you don't win it. You don't win the whole league at the end of your draft. But there are better teams and worse teams, and you can usually tell right away. Who is going to have the worst draft? Like, you look at his players, and you're like, I would hate to have that team. I'm just gonna. I've been pounding that drum, and I'm gonna keep going. It's gonna be John.
See, John Pat, I think is the favorite here, just because he's the rookie in the league.
The new guys struggle in the league.
That's a heavier favorite than Jay is drunk.
That's the only reason I say that.
But he's not gonna like this. But I'm taking.
He's coming
Dave.
for BK. Oh, you're going for Dave?
Oh, I think Dave easily.
For somebody who's made the playoffs every year, the blasphemy.
I think Dave got a little lucky after I think Dave has good management skills, but last year he did get unlucky with the Andrew Luck pick, but I think he overthinks it this year. I think he overthinks it, and I think with the way we're doing the draft order, it's less of I don't know. I just feel like he could get kind of screwed over, and if he gets a weird position, I don't think he's going to roll with it very well. So especially if Dave gets 10, I think it's easily. I think he freaks out at 10.
Our draft order is being decided at rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Best out of 3 each round, each matchup. So the bottom 4 players have to play an extra game, which really hurts. Scout and I are included in that.
Yep.
Not
gonna happen again.
Who's gonna say this is BS? Like, this is bullshit. There's going to be a cheating scandal involved. Will Jay also be involved in that?
Yeah, of course,
Jay
of course.
will be at the forefront. No question.
No question. Because, it's how we finish is you get to pick your spot, right? So person 1 gets to pick where they want to draft.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So in the past, it's been kind of randomized. And now that people are picking their spot,
Yeah.
if somebody like, I guess Dave made the playoffs, so he has a chance at least a better pick. But like, it's going to be interesting now that you're in control of your spot.
A lot more goes into it.
A lot more goes into it, and a lot more chances. Like if you're at the end of the picks and you got a spot that you did not prepare for, it's going to be interesting.
The turn this year, I don't know if I want any parts of 9 or 10 this year. If I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know what I want, so I have had no real draft yet. So I'm going. This is the first one. I've done mocks, but it doesn't count. It's not the same. So, we got a best team leaving the draft.
I mean, without picking myself, I will say Scout always drafts a pretty damn good team.
Okay.
I'm going with the binder.
Carl will say he has the best team.
He never does.
Of course.
Ever.
I don't know.
At a sneaky pick, actually, now that we're thinking about it a little bit more, Woody always leaves the draft saying, "I fucking hate my team."
Every year.
By round 5, it's always like he walks up with his head down, puts up a name, and goes, "I just fucking hate that I'm doing this every single time." So
if you listen to last episode, I'm pretty sure I said that multiple times. Yeah. So I don't know. You got your guys picked out that you want, and when you don't get them, you feel like it's bad. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, last year was phenomenal because it was you and Scout drafted next to each other, and Woody just wanted Scout's team.
Yep.
Every pick, he was like, "That's who I was going to take."
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was a mutual thing. If he was picking before me, he was always either going to take the guy I wanted or one of the 2 guys I wanted. So I think Corey might be a sleeper. He usually drafts a good starting lineup, but that's what I was talking about, depth. I don't know if he knows a lot of the later round guys, so that might get him into trouble. But I feel like from a starting lineup perspective, he usually shows out in that category.
Also, like I said, with just the weird draft picks, I feel like BK the last couple of years has always gotten kind of fucked with the 5 pick. So if he gets to be in a different spot, he could sneakily have a better team.
Do you think he can clutch out and rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Does he have to win it all?
If he wants to.
Does he have to start from the bottom? Like, is he in the playing game? That's what I meant.
Well, I don't remember.
But
yes. Yeah, I think he was. Because it was me, Woody, Max, and BK, I think. Or unless it was Carl.
Might have been. I don't know.
It was BK or Carl. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way. If BK gets the choice of his pick, then I think he doesn't have the best team. Because I think if you have the choice of your pick, I think you overthink it and you're like, oh, pick one.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I don't want that decision on to follow me. But that's the great part about rock, paper, scissors. You can't tank.
You can't tank.
No.
If you're trying to lose, you're trying to win.
Yeah. There's no way around it.
You can think you have a strategy, but
you don't.
No. All right. You got anything else? Next time you hear us, we'll be live.
Oh, I do have something else. So I drunkenly joined a wing eating contest with BK for tomorrow.
Yikes.
Hot seat me.
Where at? 96?
No, at Pitney Pub or something like that.
Oh, Pitney. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I have a draft tomorrow, so it's wing eating at 6 and draft at 8. So we'll see. Yeah, live from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep picking.
That's
for sure.
Yeah, so things are gonna get hairy down there, but wish me luck. Who do you think's the favorite? Just out of curiosity, me versus BK in an eating contest.
Is it the fastest or how many you can eat?
How many you can eat? I think it's in like 10 minutes or something like that.
I think I'm taking BK.
I'm taking you.
Appreciate it.
I've seen BK eat wings. He's a bitch.
I'm pretty sure they're mild wings, and it's $20 entry.
Oh, I got you. Mild wings? Oh, I got you. He doesn't like hot. So if they're a little spicy, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Jay said the exact same thing. Yeah, it's like $20 entry, and then winner gets half the entry fees. So if 10 people join, it's $100.
Oh, pretty cool.
Okay. Where's the other half go for the wings?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
the restaurant. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is his dad gonna do it?
I think so.
I'd
I'm waiting
take his
for a
dad.
final confirmation.
I'll take him too.
Yeah.
We're both you.
I'm more so trying to beat BK more than anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to.
That's my main goal.
You have to.
And I watched a YouTube video on how to eat wings, so I'm feeling pretty confident.
Okay. That's all you need.
Well,
And
BK Senior is gonna smoke you. That's all I gotta say.
100%.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
All right. Got anything else? We're good?
No, that was a good
That's it.
tidbit.
Yeah. We will
I
be
forgot
back
about it.
in person. There will be one camera, one microphone, 3 people. Face reveal?
3
maybe?
faces.
I don't know.
Face
Possible.
reveal.
3 faces.
Woo! 3 faces. Let's go.
And then we're trying to still figure out when the season starts what our schedule is going to be. We've been doing Monday, Thursday. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure. But, yeah, so we will be back on Monday with something that was recorded on Friday or Saturday. We'll
To
figure
be
that out.
determined.
Yeah,
Probably
so,
Friday.
yeah, we'll be back Monday. Peace.
Peace.